This episode is brought to you by Antennas Direct, makers of the toughest antennas in the universe. Hi, and welcome to the Man Cave Cinema Rant. My name is John Zanettos, and this is episode 32 of the Man Cave Cinema Rant. I just repeated everything twice. Anyway, let's get on it, with it really quickly. There's a couple of things that I want to not get off my chest, but sort of discuss, which I think is kind of important, because interestingly, I'm seeing some differences between how people who are cutting the cord or are cord cutters versus the home theater enthusiasts, and they're on two different parallel streams. Some people are crossing over to each side, but some people are not, and it's very interesting. It's just it's not this is all speculation, but this is sort of like an educated guess or information I'm looking at. Here's one of the things I'm noticing. I'm noticing people who are willing to cut the cord are usually not home theater enthusiasts. Some are, don't get me wrong, they are, like myself. Also, non-cord cutters who are probably have cable or satellite are huge home theater enthusiasts with thousands upon thousands of dollars invested in their home theater, which is fine too. Now, the interesting thing is you bring up the point of that DVD is dying, or Blu-ray is dying, or physical media is dying. The reason why I'm seeing this is because a lot of people who are cutting the cord are also switching over to streaming boxes. For instance, a Roku box, an Apple TV box, Chromecast. I mean, there's hundreds of different boxes, including smart TVs that have Netflix, Vudu, Amazon, and all those other streaming content on there. And people are quite happy with that. Now, you tell that to the home theater enthusiast, and he will literally cut your throat. It's interesting how this happens. It's home theater has become so passionate over the years that people are wanting to build their own theaters in their own house, and not necessarily a custom home theater, but building it so it sounds like a movie theater. You view it like a movie theater, but it doesn't mean to get the best quality or what have you that you need to go and buy the latest and greatest Blu-ray player and Blu-rays. Not necessarily true. Now, and also you mentioned to the home theater enthusiast that DVDs dying or Blu-rays dying, they'll automatically jump on you. But the funny thing is, what I've noticed online is these people have never tried these services. Sure, everybody's using Netflix. I mean, who doesn't? Everybody does. But what about Vudu? Okay, what about Amazon, where you can buy your movies? Or there's MGO from Roku, really sponsors them. It's interesting how these people have never tried these systems. I don't understand. You have a Blu-ray, you play the Blu-ray, that's great. But if you look in the back of it, a lot of them have ultraviolet compatibility, meaning that now that you've physically bought the disc, you can get a digital copy of the movie through ultraviolet, which can be viewed on Vudu or any other service that supports ultraviolet. Now, these people have these discs, but they've never tried it. But you mentioned that Vudu, offers great picture quality at 1080p, which is actually very good. I mean, it's not Blu-ray, but it's pretty damn close. And it supports up to 7.1 channels of Dolby Digital Plus. But they'll jump on you, cut your throat, and say, listen, this is garbage. We don't like that. We like media. But nobody has tried it. I mean, I put it out there in the home theater enthusiasts group on Facebook, and a couple of people are have tried it and haven't really reported back. They've said they're going to try it, but nobody reported back. Now, is that proving that I'm right? I doubt it, because I'm not that kind of an asshole. But it's interesting how, you tell them to do some homework and try it out, and nobody responds back to you. Are you afraid to say that you like it? It's interesting. But the cord cutter, on the other hand, doesn't care for cable, doesn't care for paying for cable, and quite honestly, for all you home theater enthusiasts that still have cable, by far and wide, the best HD quality broadcast that you can get is not through cable or satellite, it's through over the air. They're using the full bit rate for 720p and 1080i that has been assigned for the ATSC standard. But in cable and satellite, they gotta shrink it down to fit it through the pipe and through the transponders on the satellite. So I don't get it. Do you understand? I don't get it. Cord cutter is willing to get higher quality and even stream at half decent quality, but the home theater enthusiast will run cable or satellite, which HD has been manipulated to a lower quality, but are willing to put Blu-rays in and get the best quality that way. Do you understand? You see what I'm trying to get at? It's interesting. It's very, very, very interesting that this is happening. Now, I just want to make sure that people understand. I'm a home theater enthusiast myself, okay? I enjoy the equipment. I enjoy the sound. I love all that stuff. But the convenience of streaming, and yeah, okay, call me lazy, but the thing is, the convenience of streaming where you can get, and people say, well, you don't get the box art. Well, you do get the box art. You do get all the synopsis, and you get even more information on services like Vudu, where they break everything down of the movie. They give you the tomato meter. They give you the Vudu community star rating on it. So there's all kinds of information that you have there. And especially if you buy the disc and you can access this stuff and it's yours for free, and you can create your own online library, it far outweighs, I think, physical media at that point. And now, because there's a surge in cord cutting and people are starting to, they're buying Roku boxes to watch Netflix, are now discovering Vudu and all these other services, people are starting to like this stuff. It's an interesting conundrum. But again, I'm just going to go back to the point that because of the cord cutter rising and people are switching to this stuff, I hate to say this, folks, but DVD and Blu-ray is dying. Nobody's, like, here, especially here in Canada, okay, guys? There's no Redbox. There's no, Netflix does not mail out, what's it called, DVDs and Blu-rays here in Canada. The company that we had called Zip.ca went out of business because you can never get the disc that you wanted. So there's no physical video stores to go to. So a lot of us are switching over to streaming, and a lot of us here in Canada are using VPN services to get A, the US Netflix, and B, Vudu and all the other American services. I paid for this. I paid for the disc. Why shouldn't I access all my digital media that way? So by people switching over to this, we're getting an upsurge in streaming, and people are less and less renting or getting physical media. I mean, just go to Future Shop and Best Buy, okay? We had two big chain retailers here. Future Shop was bought out years ago by Best Buy. Best Buy just 3 months ago shut down all the Future Shop stores and made them into Best Buys, or just shut them down completely. So this goes to show there's a shift. I've walked in there a couple times to look for stuff. The aisles where the DVDs and Blu-rays are empty, okay? They're empty. There's nobody's buying physical media. That's what I'm seeing. And when you mention this to the home theater enthusiasts, again, they freak out. Guys, we as home theater enthusiasts are a small percentage of the market, of the home consumer electronic market. Everybody else is happy with a TV, either with a Blu-ray player because they bought one when there was the big boom where everybody wanted to get the best quality picture, and they want to get they want to go streaming. It's interesting. You got to realize that physical media is dying. Okay, it's dying. Back when the big war between HD DVD and Blu-ray was being finalized in that big CES when they announced that Blu-ray won, the mainstream media was saying, "Oh, in so many years, streaming is going to take over," and there was a big brouhaha over that too. And you know what? I was one of those who was complaining. It's like, streaming, fuck that, man. Blu-ray all the way. But now things have changed for me. I'm seeing the light on the streaming end of things. Just a convenience factor. I don't have time to go out to a store and go find my Blu-ray that I want to buy. I don't want to do that. Even ordering online and waiting for the disc to come in, I can get it instantly on Vudu. Once that day is released, it's there. Or I can pre-order a movie. I pre-ordered Hero 6 on Vudu for my daughter. Soon it was available on Blu-ray. Actually, it was available a week before the Blu-ray, and it automatically showed up on my playlist. So, guys, the home theater guys, you gotta understand, things are changing. Yeah, a lot of us hate change, but this is happening. This is the new thing. And all of you are gonna say bandwidth this, bandwidth that. You know what? Bitch and complain to your ISP and say, listen, give me a bigger pipe to my house and less money. I mean, the telecom companies here are ripping us off too. But if you have a half decent pipe coming into your house, there's no reason whatsoever that you can't stream at excellent quality to your house. Okay? Anyways, and don't give me the excuses if the power goes out and, or if your internet goes out, you can't stream, blah, blah, blah. If the power goes out, you can't even watch a Blu-ray or turn on your TV, so shut up. Okay? Anyways, I like to have some feedback on this. I think this is a sort of an evolution in our hobby, really, that we're seeing now, and I do definitely want to see some feedback on this. So I'm going to post this on the Home Theater Enthusiast Facebook page, and hopefully they'll let me put it up there just so we can have a healthy conversation about this, because I think it's important. Because a lot of companies are investing a lot of money into streaming. Netflix is, Hulu is, everybody else is investing a lot of money in this, because if they are, there must be a market for it. And now, you home theater deniers, I'm sorry, but there is a market for it. Anyways, I'll post that there, and then I ask for one more thing. Please support our site. Please support the Man Cave Cinema. If you want to buy something from Amazon, or if you want to buy an antenna and cut the cord, we have banner ads all over the place. Please click on them, buy it, and that will help us support us. Plus, I wouldn't mind upgrading some of my equipment here so I can give everybody better videos. Anyways, I'm signing off. I'm John Zanettos. This is episode 32 of the Man Cave Cinema Rant. Take care.